Hello, peeps. My name is Ozie Ejiofor Ijele. You see, revenge is a meal that is very tasty when served cold. Sometimes when people hurt you, they don't apologize. And then they think you're not human. They just go their way and smile in their stupidity, thinking it's the end of the world. They don't remember that the heart is very deep and can accommodate a lot. I remember when Bobrisky was smiling, so smiling at the predicaments of Verydarkman because he had a hand in it. Because Verydarkman started meddling with a lot of people, and Bobrisky thought he could get away with it. It got to a point that Verydarkman's nude pictures were all over the place. Trust Verydarkman, who will tell you he's shameless and he doesn't even care. And behold, you would see that he doesn't even care. The DSS office, almost imprisoned, and people were smiling. Nobody was talking. You see, there's an adage in Igbo land that says, Ikucha onye gwalo echefuro. When you finish saying something really nasty to someone, the person just looks at you and smiles. You would think that the person has forgotten, but the person indeed has not forgotten. One day, it will revolve. And kama anarechifu address. Now, here is the thing. Verydarkman is not just any human being on social media. I hope we know. That guy is more of an activist that has penchant tolerance to nonsense. He has his backside, dark side, old past. Let's not take that away. But he is humane if you follow his threads. Bobrisky dealt so much with Verydarkman last year that Verydarkman had to learn even the hard way. We see onede. Today, whoever that told Bobrisky that on a day like this, that he will rope some people into nonsense, and that the person that will mock him will be Verydarkman, I'm sure in his widest dream he will never envisage it's coming someday. That's what life is about. But there is something that is going to happen. I see it coming. The legal section of this matter is going to try to suppress something. A son is a son. Once a son, always a son. You can never go to jeopardize a son or make a mockery of a son with his fellow sons. It's only God that can intervene on this matter. If people like Femi Falana decide to take Verydarkman to court, I don't even see that of Femi Falana as anything ridiculous. I see that part of Femi Falana as a businessman trying to do his business, as a lawyer. Lawyers treat everything. Lawyers treat the good, the bad, the ugly. They are the most secret people that you've ever seen or known. Lawyers, doctors. The police and the army cannot be compared to a lawyer and a doctor. in secrecy because they sell out quickly. But a lawyer and a doctor hardly sells out because they know that is their strength. And when they sell it out, they begin to lose value. That of that Femi Falana aspect and Falz robbing his father in, they will tell you that it is AI that did this voice. Please listen attentively. In no time, Bobrisky will deny the voice. They will tell you that it was doctored, that it is AI that did it. But we all are human beings, and we know the truth. And the truth is sacred. We know that that voice, coincidentally, is not doctored. When you see a doctored voice as an investigator, you will know. You would know. That of Femi Falana, like I said, I see that one as a businessman trying to do his business, devoid of who is involved. That's what I see his own as. I see him as a lawyer who can take any kind of deal and try to defend it and make the black look white and make the white turn black. That's his job as a lawyer. That's what I see him as. So if I would advise people like Femi Falana, he should give Verydarkman and Bobrisky good radiance to bad rubbish. He has done his business, he has gone his way. It doesn't matter the kind of business that he transcended to, be it a gay business or a transgender business. Business is business. We all do shit whole business and make money from it. Doesn't matter. Femi Falana did his business, if at all, and got him out successfully. I see that as business. Femi Falana as anything. I just see him as a lawyer who knows that this is truth, who knows that this one is a lie, who knows that they are looking for facts, and who knows how to get people in and out of nonsense. So if I were Femi Falana or any legal department of his, trying to sue Verydarkman will resurrect very dark side of this story that they may one day regret why they ever ventured into suing the boy. If you ask me, I will say issue Verydarkman's side. Verydarkman did not say anything wrong. He only played a voice for us to listen to. And even we as human beings can understand what is in that voice. Yeah, that's okay. Can understand what is in that voice. He didn't even need to explain so much. He just expressed his dissatisfaction in the whole saga of getting Bobrisky an apartment to be in prison, and then how they lured him out of prison through the help of the high and mighty. I think that's the bottom line. Because in no time they will issue the bottom line and be chasing shadows. Yes. They will issue the bottom line and start chasing shadows. These two people who are involved, remember, are content creators just like myself. But this content has to be made so that everybody doesn't become a fool for these people at the same time. Yes. We all cannot be fools at the same time. I don't see Femi Falana coming to explain to anybody how he does his business as a legal person. If he gives credence to this particular trending issue, he will lose value. For me, he will lose value because they just told us that this is the first part of that voice that propped up. We don't know what the second part looks like. And we don't know who has the second part. We may be looking at the second part to come from Verydarkman. It will come from some other persons that, hey, you will be shocked at. You will be shocked that it is this person releasing the second part. Because onye amara ebe mmiri na ọmaba ya ada amada ebe ọ na-anọ kọchaa ya. That's the truth. Then we move to the EFCC. The EFCC needs some caution, devoid of what has played out in this Verydarkman's case and in Bobrisky's case. The EFCC as a department, you can imagine, Magu as an EFCC head is answering corruption charges. One-time EFCC boss, Magu, has questions to answer as an EFCC boss. So nobody, flesh and blood doesn't even need to tell any EFCC person that they ought to sanitize their home, whether Verydarkman said it or not. People of Nigeria know that EFCC needs total sanitization. People of this country knows that a lot of Yahoo boys who are in the nets of EFCC, how many go jail? How many go jail? They pay their way out, apparently. That's what it is. If the boss of that agency can be found wanting, they need sanity. Then we move to the prisons. If the prisons are saying that Bobrisky's case was so complicated that they neither know where to put him, either in the female department or in the male department, let's stop lying to ourselves. Let us stop lying to ourselves. How does one need to say that they don't know where to put Bobrisky? Whether he's a female or a male, he has gotten female features, and if he enters the female department, things will begin to happen. And if they take him to the male department, there are so many homosexuals in there. He has told you that he's a transgender, a cross-dresser. And he has told you he's made so many surgeries. You put him in those departments. No mercy. Since he is not a female and not a male, why do you think he needs preferential treatment? Excuse me? No way. In your head, as the boss of prisons, you know he's a man. But because of his physiognomy, tautology, his attributes now made you think he's not a man anymore. Are you kidding me? Put him in the male cell where he belongs. If the homosexual bang and finish and they disvirgin him properly, you will know he's a female. He transfer to so that next time he will choose what he needs to be. That's what's up. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Let us stop lying to ourselves. Did you people see how many people that have been suspended in as the bosses of prisons? I'm sure a lot of people may not be following. Bosses of prisons, big bosses of prisons have been suspended. And if care is not taken, a lot of them that are suspended are between level 15 and 17. Yes, between level 15 and 17. So are we saying we're going to build transgender cells? It could be. It could be. Somebody played a voice record. And instead of people to look at that voice record and where it came from and the people that are involved. In fact, anybody who wants to counter that voice record is going to make a mockery of himself. That's the truth. It's the truth.
You know?
What did
Now, why? It was from me, you know?
No, sir.
You
Sorry, my elder brother is around. Hey, my senior brother is around. Sorry. So I need to really end my story now, and we'll do this much some other time. So, guys, let nobody make a mockery of that voice recording. It's very important, so that we don't all fall into the temptation of mbagase. That's what it is. Okay. Let nobody say that it's doctored or it's fake or it's not true. All not true. We know say that voice recording. They no really do them anyhow. You say good morning, sir. Jide boy. Jide. See uncle. No, thank you. Okay, see you all guys. Can attend there to my brother. Bye-bye.